Let's be honest, Sigma males aren't your typical guys. They're the ones who move to the beat of their own drum, think deeply, and prioritize their freedom above everything else. They're not concerned with status, trends, or impressing others. What sets them apart is their keen intuition. They can detect things that others often miss, whether it's hidden motives, a fake smile, or someone pretending to be confident while struggling with insecurities. Having experienced a lot in life, they know what works for them and, just as importantly, what doesn't. That's why they've developed a mental checklist of red flags they refuse to ignore. It's not about being harsh, it's about protecting their peace, energy, and purpose. Ever wondered why Sigma males seem so uncheckable? It's because they know exactly when to walk away. In this video, we'll explore the 10 red flags Sigma males never overlook and why you shouldn't either. Stay tuned, it may change how you approach life. Let's dive in, and feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. I always enjoy hearing from you. 1. Excessive neediness disguised as care. There's a thin line between genuine care and subtle suffocation, and Sigma males can spot it immediately. While some may think they're being supportive, the reality is often different. Excessive neediness masked as care is a major red flag for Sigma males. It's not the occasional need for reassurance or small gestures that bother them, but the constant, almost calculated attempts to monopolize their time, energy, and attention under the guise of love. Sigmas value their independence above all, not because they don't want connections, but because they thrive in environments built on mutual respect and trust. When care feels like an emotional leash, they can't ignore it. Constant texting, unsolicited advice, or creating crises just to keep the Sigma close are not acts of love, they're signs of insecurity trying to latch onto their stability. What sets Sigma males apart is that they don't react impulsively or cause unnecessary drama. Instead, they calmly assess the situation, recognize the pattern, and decide it's not for them. They know they deserve relationships where support is about balance, not control. This red flag is non-negotiable because it undermines their need for autonomy. Life is too short to sacrifice their individuality for someone else's fragile ego. They'll simply step back. It's not selfishness, it's wisdom in the form of self-respect. 2. Backhanded compliments. Sigma males have an extraordinary ability to read between the lines, especially when it comes to seemingly flattering words that hide sharp intent. Backhanded compliments are a subtle form of disrespect, and Sigmas don't just hear them, they feel the hidden intent. These are the types of remarks that appear to praise, but are actually meant to undermine, like "you're smarter than you look," or "I wish I had your confidence to pull that off." The person delivering them may laugh it off or act innocent, but the Sigma sees through it. What makes Sigma males different is that they refuse to play these games. They understand that backhanded compliments are deliberate attempts to undermine confidence while still pretending to be polite. Rather than engage in these passive-aggressive power plays, Sigma males quietly withdraw. They won't argue or demand an apology, but they'll distance themselves from anyone who feels the need to tear others down to feel better about themselves. This silent retreat is about protecting their energy. It's not a sign of weakness, but of emotional intelligence and unwavering self-worth. 3. Desperate attention-seeking. Attention-seeking behavior is a clear sign of insecurity, and Sigma males can't ignore it. Whether it's constantly posting exaggerated updates, making up stories to seem impressive, or hijacking conversations to focus on themselves, Sigmas instantly recognize the need for validation behind these actions. It's not just annoying, it's draining. They don't just see the behavior, they understand what fuels it, a desperate need to fill a void with external approval. Sigmas value substance over spectacle, preferring meaningful relationships based on mutual respect rather than performative antics. When someone's main goal is to gain attention, whether through drama, oversharing, or trying to outshine others, it sends a clear message that their priorities don't align with the Sigmas. Sigmas are drawn to depth, authenticity, and quiet confidence, not loud, attention-grabbing behavior. What makes Sigma males unique is their response. They don't confront, criticize, or feed into the behavior. Instead, they quietly detach. They know that giving attention to someone who craves it only reinforces the cycle. It's not about arrogance. It's about protecting their peace. Attention seekers create chaos, whether intentionally or not, and Sigmas prefer to stay out of it. They focus on people who are confident in their own skin, and they walk away from those who thrive on the applause of others. 4. Control freak tendencies. Sigma males and control freaks are a bad combination. Whether it's micromanaging every detail or outright bossiness, controlling personalities represent everything Sigmas avoid. It's not just about the frustration of someone trying to dictate their choices, it's about a clash of values. Sigmas thrive on freedom, individuality, and self-direction, while control freaks want to impose their will on everyone around them. This kind of behavior signals a lack of trust in others and a need for control, which is something Sigmas can't tolerate. What makes them different is how they handle it. They don't lash out or try to wrestle back control. Instead, they simply disengage. Sigmas are not interested in negotiating their independence or justifying their choices. If someone is determined to dominate every situation, Sigmas would rather step away than fight for their freedom. Control freak tendencies are a sign of insecurity, and Sigmas aren't here to fix that. They value relationships built on mutual respect, where both parties can be themselves without interference. Trying to control a Sigma is a surefire way to push them out of your life. 5. Talking behind people's backs. Sigmas have zero tolerance for gossip and backstabbing. When someone is constantly spreading rumors or betraying confidences, Sigmas know exactly what's coming next. Gossip may seem harmless to some, but to Sigmas, it's a toxic habit rooted in insecurity or a need for control. They understand that people who gossip are often trying to elevate themselves by tearing others down. This behavior is a clear sign of untrustworthiness, and trust is something Sigmas value deeply. Rather than confronting or calling out the gossiper, Sigmas handle it their way. They quietly withdraw. Associating with someone who betrays others is a risk they're not willing to take. For Sigmas, self-preservation comes first. They prefer to surround themselves with people who build others up, not tear them down in secret. Gossipers may gain temporary attention, but they lose something far more valuable: the trust and respect of anyone with real substance. External validation, and that's something Sigmas simply don't tolerate. To them, true power lies in humility, not in the constant need for recognition. When someone is overly obsessed with showcasing their wealth or social standing, the Sigma sees right through the facade. It's not impressive, it's a red flag. Sigmas gravitate towards people who are grounded, who have a sense of purpose, and who don't need to parade their accomplishments to prove their worth. For Sigmas, the worth of a person lies in their character, not their collection of things or their online following. That's why they distance themselves from those who crave attention for the wrong reasons. They're more inclined to spend their time with people who live authentically, who don't feel the need to project an image to gain approval. Bragging about superficial status isn't a sign of confidence. It's a desperate attempt to fill an empty space within. Sigmas recognize that, and they won't waste their energy on someone caught in that cycle. For them, success is quiet and unassuming. It doesn't demand applause or recognition. It simply is, and if someone can't understand that, the Sigma is more than willing to step away and let them keep performing in front of an audience that doesn't include them. In the end, Sigma males thrive in environments where substance overpowers superficiality, where actions speak louder than words, and where mutual respect defines the relationship. They don't need constant validation because they know their value. They don't need to chase status because their true worth is innate. And that's why they can spot these red flags from a mile away and choose not to engage. Do you resonate with the ideas I shared in this video? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you're interested in more content about Sigma males, Explore the other videos on this channel. Thanks for watching.